Yes, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Warzone Jones is right here, coming right back at you, pro wrestling related topic video. And I'm going to be remembering today Chyna. We're going to be talking about Chyna, former WWE Diva, former WWE star, former WWE Intercontinental Champion. Chyna, Joni Lawler is her real name. Chyna back in the day, back in the attitude era when wrestling was changing. When we saw this woman, and we saw how big she was, we saw how muscular she was, you was probably thinking that was a man, because she had the features of a man as far as like her build. Like she was built like men. Most of the time when we see women in pro wrestling, most of them, they was like small and slender. They was the typical average size woman. This was a woman who was bigger than these stereotypical average size woman. She had, like I said, she had muscles. She can kick men's asses. She was, built. She was strong. Chyna was so damn different from most women that we've seen in the wrestling business. That's why people will look at her and say, okay, well, look, there ain't no way in hell that a woman's supposed to be that damn big. That must be a man. And let's be honest, when she first burst on the scene as Triple H's bodyguard, she wasn't the prettiest face clearly in the world. And she knew that. That's why she got those operations. She knew that. But eventually, as time went on, Chyna, when she got like her operation, she got her breast implants, and she did something with her face. I don't know if she lost like more muscular mass or something, but her face wasn't as mean looking anymore. After a while, like Chyna, to me, and I'm going to say, yeah, she became beautiful, because after a while, Chyna, hell, she became so good looking that Playboy wanted to put her on their cover. And they're not just gonna put anybody on their cover like that. They're gonna put someone who they feel is beautiful. Chyna, when she burst on the scene, like I said, as Triple H's bodyguard, she was, helping him win his matches, helping Triple H, be a heel. She was a heel. The things that she was doing with DX, even though she would just stand there, arms like this, shoulders up, bigger than Shawn Michaels, as big as Triple H. She would just stand there. She wasn't talking at first, but after a while, she did talk. I don't think I ever seen Chyna do the DX chops. Even though she was in DX, Chyna is one of the reasons why DX was on the level that it was on. Chyna most definitely made an impact in the WWE. She made an impact with DX. She helped the Attitude Era, become big with what they was doing, because like I said, Chyna was different and wrestling was different. It was changing. So yeah, Chyna was most definitely one of the bigger things in pro wrestling. Not the number one star, of course, but one of the bigger things in pro wrestling, because Chyna was actually a pretty big star when she broke free, especially when DX had broke up and she was on her own. Chyna was constantly getting storylines. She was constantly getting TV time. She was constantly getting promo time, interviews. She was constantly wrestling the top tier wrestlers in the WWE. She went into a program with Chris Jericho. Like I said, she became the Intercontinental Champion. When she came out, she had a pretty good entrance. I remember she used to come out with that gun that shoot out the fireworks. No different. I don't think anyone else ever done that. So I thought her entrance was pretty cool. She had this really cool entrance music too, and which was different. It was don't treat me like a woman, don't treat me like a man. And Chyna was just different, man. She got a pretty good ovation from the crowd. So the people wanted to see Chyna. So maybe not necessarily as much as a Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock or The Undertaker, but no, people wanted to see Chyna. So she was Intercontinental Champion. She was the women's champion. So she had a lot of success in the WWE. She was the first woman to enter the Royal Rumble. She entered the Royal Rumble at number 30. Didn't win Royal Rumble, of course, but it was interesting to see that, because they built that. I remember they was building that. This is the first woman to enter the Royal Rumble. They was building that. And even though Steve Austin threw her over the rope, I think she was probably really in there for maybe 10 or 20 seconds. maybe a minute. She wasn't in there, I don't think, no longer than a minute, because Steve Austin threw her over that rope pretty damn quickly. But, you know, when Chyna had left, when she had left the WWE, you know, I remember hearing those rumors that it was something between her and Stephanie McMahon. And if you get into it with Stephanie McMahon, that's not a good thing, let's be honest, because that's the boss's daughter. That's the boss's daughter. And I remember I used to hear how Triple H and Chyna was really together. I didn't know if that was true or not, but I remember I used to hear that. Turns out it was actually true. And her relationship with Triple H, man, it just cost her, man. It cost her so much. It cost her job. So when she left the WWE, you know, she didn't really do too much after that. You know, I think maybe she did a TV show here and there. Maybe she made some little TV show appearances. I remember she did some Real Life, which was you know, a show of, they'll get basically like a bunch of like has-been celebrities, not top tier, no A-list celebrities. They'll just basically get a bunch of celebrities and put them in the house. That was really the last time I had seen her really in anything. I believe she was in TNA. I think she made one appearance in TNA wrestling, but that was just one. You know, they never brought her back. So Chyna, unfortunately, never was able to bounce back after she had left the WWE. I remember she did a video on the internet talking about why they didn't bring her back and that they should let her back because they brought people back like Bret Hart. But I remember like watching that video and the way she was presenting herself when she was saying that she should be brought back, she wasn't doing it the best way. She really wasn't. I forgot what she was using as a microphone. I don't know if it was a dildo or something like that, or you know, it was something that you shouldn't be using as a microphone. So she made herself look a little stupid. But you know, Chyna, when she was in the WWE, when she was active, she was one of the better things about the Attitude Era. She really was. She was one of the better things about the Attitude Era. It's sad that she had to go out that way because Chyna had a pretty good run for the small amount of time that she was in the WWE. She never had a classic match or anything like that, but she did have really good moments. Her moments in the WWE were way better than average. Like I said, they was constantly writing things for Chyna. Because they knew she was a big star. So Chyna most definitely was a big star. When I think about it today, there was really no WWE Diva ever. Like after her that really get on that level as far as her star appeal. I wouldn't even say even Trish Stratus. Not even really Trish Stratus. But really, Chyna was always a mid-carder and always on TV. Like they were always writing things for her. So, yes, it's a shame the way she exited out of the WWE because she never bounced back. But when I think about today, her run in the WWE was actually pretty damn good. So it's unfortunate that she had to leave that way. And sometimes that's just how things happen. But Chyna, I do remember her. She did entertain me. I was happy to see her whenever she was on TV. This is Warzone Jones. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. I'm out. Deuces.